Well, very interesting battlegrounds that have developed across Maharashtra, Jharkhand. We'll take you through all of that as well as the by-polls that are now in fact taking place in Uttar Pradesh. 9 seats up for grabs. With me, joining are a panel of guests, Ajit K. Jha, senior journalist and cephalogist, S. Balakrishnan, executive editor, Free Press Journal, Mumbai, Sunita Aron, author and consulting editor, HT, Jayant Menkar, political analyst, again from Mumbai. Welcome you all to the panel and very good morning to all of you. I'll start with, in fact, S. Balakrishnan, from our previous conversation, we had left it at a juncture where we were discussing about one issue that hasn't taken center stage, but is a key issue in Maharashtra at this current point, which is the law and order situation. And I think this topic needs to be discussed upon more, given that Anand Deshmukh has gone through an attack right before, 2 days before the elections were to take place. And it's a concerning one at that.
Shreya, Anil Deshmukh incident is a highly suspicious thing. The man who was jailed for corruption, 100 for corruption, and now he's out on bail. And he himself was not certain that whether the voters of Katol, where he has got elected several times in the past, will accept him. So he has fielded his son Salil. It's a very desperate battle for him, extremely desperate battle for him. And very mysteriously, while he's driving, some people come, they stone his car, and then he claims he's injured and all that. Is highly suspicious. This is a matter of deep investigation. Only then we'll be able to say whether it is a. So to say that this one incident in Vidarbha, representatives of a total breakdown in law and order in Maharashtra, is totally absurd thing to say. This is my submission, because the stakes are so very high for so many politicians. They might go to any extent to do whatever they want. With this, I don't think we should fall for this kind of political propaganda and ensure that the truth is made to emerge.
Right, Mr. Balakrishnan. The point I was talking about is also about some previous incidents, hit and run cases having taken a serious spike in Maharashtra as well, which is why when we speak of hit and run cases, we have seen political stalwarts, in fact, having connections with people who have been accused in the hit and run cases. That is where the law and order question mark comes in. And that also puts a question mark on the fact that who is going to be the chief ministerial face from the Mahayuti side? Wouldn't you say?
Shreya, a good deal depends on the kind of how the results pan out and which party is getting how much kind of thing. But as of now, it just appears now people are talking about the Vinod Tavade incident of yesterday, which has proved to be a kind of non-development for the simple reason that no cash was found. And Hitendra Thakur, who is the boss or the don of that area, Vasai Virar, he was jointly addressing a press conference with Vinod Tavade. Earlier, Hitendra Thakur's people, they go and then they flaunt currency notes and all that. After half an hour, he is the same company with Vinod Tavade and all that. The whole thing is a very absurd thing which is kind of happening over here. But the main development which the media has ignored for whatever reason is that yesterday, Sharad Pawar gave an interview to a news portal in which he rubbished both Rahul Gandhi and Uddhav Thackeray, who have been saying that the moment the NPA comes to power, they'll scrap the multi-crore Dharavid redevelopment project. Sharad Pawar said this is pure nonsense kind of thing. Gautam Adani was not even interested in the project in the first place. It was a company from the UAE which was interested, and then this talk of scrapping the project and all that, it is so much of balderdash. So just 24 hours before the election, there is a major split in the MBA with Sharad Pawar taking a totally different line altogether. And mind you, both Uddhav Thackeray and Rahul Gandhi have been going on and on, making Gautam Adani as if that is the central issue before Maharashtra. Even day for yesterday, Rahul Gandhi, in a dramatic way, he brought a safe at Sofitel Hotel and took out a photo of Gautam Adani with
Prime Minister Modi.
With Modi. But within 1 hour, Vinod Tavade, he showed photographs of Robert Vada with Gautam Adani, Gautam Adani with Shashi Tharoor. So the whole thing is a very bizarre thing which is happening.
Very,
So,
very
and it's very
contradictory narratives, in fact, absolutely, that you mentioned. Absolutely.
totally contradictory narratives. So there is no clear saying as to who will win. But as of now, it appears that the Mahayuti has an edge because the whole issue, apart from whatever Vinod Tawde development and all those things and all that, the whole thing has taken a totally communal turn. It is a total communal battle which Maharashtra has witnessed today. It is a straight Hindu versus Muslim thing. Because what has happened is Maulana Sajjad Nomani and several other Maulanas, they have openly appealed to Muslims to vote for anti-BJP candidates. Make sure they did this kind of strategic voting during the Lok Sabha election, and they were able to reduce the BJP's number of MPs from 23 to 9. And they are planning to repeat this thing all over again. This has alerted not only the BJP but the entire Sangh Parivar. The Sangh Parivar is out in the field. Lakhs of their volunteers, all the front organization, Vishwa Hindu Parishad, Bajrang Dal, and so many other, you name them. Everybody there on the streets today, even today as I'm talking to you, mobilizing voters, mobilizing Hindus to ensure that BJP candidates or allies of the BJP, they are elected. This is a major fight
Very
which
true.
we are
Very
witnessing in
true, Mr.
Maharashtra right now.
Balakrishnan. Very true. In fact, very pertinent points that have been raised by you, which we'll continue the discussion with. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, we have two responses coming in, one from Devendra Fadnavis and the other from Piyush Goyal. Let's take a look.
ठीक 6 महीने लोकसभा चुनाव के बाद फिर एक बार भारत का, महाराष्ट्र का भाग्य तय करने का दिन आ गया है। आज सुबह से ही मैं उत्तर मुंबई की 6 सीटों पर किस प्रकार से लोग बाहर उतर रहे हैं, कैसा रिस्पांस है, देख रहा था। और मुझे खुशी है कि भारी संख्या में लोग बाहर आए हैं, अपना वोट डालने के लिए उत्सुक हैं, अपना अधिकार, अपनी जिम्मेदारी का पालन कर रहे हैं। और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि इलेक्शन कमीशन ने जिस प्रकार से इस बार बहुत बढ़िया व्यवस्थाएं की हैं, इतना स्मूथली पूरे प्रदेश में वोटिंग हो रहा है, किसी को परेशानी नहीं, लाइनें लंबी हैं उत्तर मुंबई में खास तौर पे, लेकिन किसी को असुविधा नहीं है। ये देखते हुए मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि इस बार 60% से अधिक वोटिंग होगी। मेरी अपील है सभी से कि सब लोग उतरें। ये वोट मात्र एक वोट नहीं है, हमारे आगे वाले 5 वर्ष तक महाराष्ट्र और मुंबई का भविष्य, आप उसके शिल्पकार बनने वाले हैं।
लोकतंत्र का सबसे बड़ा उत्सव चल रहा है। महाराष्ट्र में हमने हमारे परिवार के साथ अभी वोट दिया है और मैं सभी महाराष्ट्र के बहनों भाइयों को और विशेष रूप से हमारी लाडली बहनों को ये अपील करना चाहता हूं कि बहुत बड़े पैमाने पर वो वोट करें, क्योंकि मतदान ये केवल हमारा अधिकार नहीं है, ये हमारा कर्तव्य भी है। और लोकतंत्र में हम सरकार चुनते हैं और जिसको हम चुनते हैं उनसे ही हम अपेक्षा रखते हैं। तो अगर हम सरकार से अपेक्षा रखते हैं तो वोट करना ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है, इसलिए बढ़ चढ़कर सब लोग वोट करें, ऐसी मेरी सबको प्रार्थना है।
Well, with that, let's continue with the discussion. Jayant Menkar, I will come to you next. There is, as Mr. Balakrishnan was also mentioning, there is a contradiction that we see within the narratives of each of these alliances. So the biggest question, even during the seat sharing equation being fixed, we had seen a lot of undercurrents within each of these alliances. Who will get what? While right now, definitely, key issues of the Maharashtra polls is something we are focusing on, we also need to understand after the polls, what are we expecting from each of these alliances? There is still no clarity on the chief ministerial faces from each of these sides, and there are contradictory narratives on polling issues itself right ahead of the elections. Just look at the last 48 hours and the series of events that's taken place in Maharashtra. I think that would be a great example to take.
Well, let's go into the, you have raised at a time from the chief minister to narrative to last 48 hours, many issues in one question. I'll just try to go one by one.
Absolutely, one by one.
So let's go in last 48 hours. The question is, there was a word used, absurd claim by Anil Deshmukh and all that, and it is also stated that Anil Deshmukh was not interested or was denied. First of all, he was given, and then his son entered, being his age and all that. I have a simple question. Such dramas can be made that, oh, I was attacked and all that. But will at the age of 74, someone have the stone being hit on his head and blood is oozing out? No, I don't think this is drama. At least we should accept that. If other things are drama, one wants to say, at least accept that the car of former Home Minister of Maharashtra, who was jailed, who was leveled some allegations by police officer, but Supreme Court has not, but no court has so far accepted. It's just, he said nothing is there. And now his car was stoned and he was injured. Just now I got the message that he has been discharged from the hospital just 1 hour before. So he was in the hospital for 1.5 days. So is it not serious? I think it is serious. Secondly, again the same question which I raised in earlier discussion also, that why there is no question, no clarification, being the home minister, from Devendra Fadnavis about the money that is being, the alleged that Vinod Tawde was distributing money and all that. Why no clarification from Devendra Fadnavis? This is another question. Well, as you are saying, even in the both the groups having three parties each, they are not getting along. They are having some problems. This is mainly because the leaders of both the parties remain in opposition, but their second string has gone in ruling party, and the grassroots remains with the bosses. That is in Shiva Sena it is with Uddhav Thackeray, and of course in case of NCP it is with Sharad Pawar. But their second string, the middle people who are the legislatures, they have gone to Mahayuti. Now their thinking remains in different way. That the real problem that Ajit Pawar is facing, when it is stated that batenge to katenge, he is not ready to accept, because his roots are in Congress. And so you will see such dilemmas, such problems happening. When it will end, I have a simple hypothetical answer. When these six parties will come, as per my analysis, to three by the end, by within 1 or 2 years, these six parties, when it will come to three, then you will see there is a streamlining. Well, coming back to the main, most important question, that is chief minister. The BJP, even Amit Shah also said that Devendra Fadnavis will lead. Raj Thackeray keeps on saying Devendra Fadnavis will lead, but simultaneously Eknath Shinde says some different. Then Ajit Pawar says, this time I am not interested in becoming the chief minister. Uh, And Ajit and Sharad Pawar kept quiet in announcing the chief ministerial candidate for a long time. At one stage, he just casually said it could be Jayant Patil, whereas MPCC President Nana Patole keeps on saying, I mean, his supporters have flagged the banners also, saying that Nana will be the chief minister. But interestingly, a few days before, Sharad Pawar made a very, very sensitive statement that this is Maharashtra state which started giving 30% reservation to the women in the local bodies, and this has been taken by all entire country. And now I want a woman should lead Maharashtra. A woman should be the chief minister of Maharashtra. Obviously, Mr. Sharad Pawar did not mention his daughter's name, but he must be, we should read as a journalist, we should read between the lines. He's having only daughter, and he is having the name of his daughter in the mind to be the next chief minister. And all the political parties in India, right from the Congress
Right.
to all, except Communist and BJP, are nothing but the family properties, the
Absolutely.
patriarch names. So considering that, if if Mr. Pawar is thinking on the same lines of making his daughter as a chief minister, considering his health, his heart trouble, he's having cancer and all that. If he's thinking that this is the right time
Right.
to make her as the chief minister, he's just following the political tradition prevailing in India.